Hellola, hello everyone. So as you can see, today I have Duolingo up. Hoy vamos a practicar y aprender español. Today we're going to practice and learn Spanish. So the first thing I'm going to do, you can either just get started or we can do a placement test. And for myself, I thought it might be interesting to do the placement test. We're going to do that today. So the way Duolingo works, if you haven't seen it before, is it will give you things here either in Spanish, your target language, or in English, whatever language you speak and whatever language you're trying to learn. This says nice to meet you. We have to figure out how to say the same thing in Spanish. So I'm pretty sure one way you can say nice to meet you is
mucho gusto.
And I have it set up so it will read it out to us. So I guess I don't need to. Then you hit your continue and there you go. An expensive dress. So one thing I know about Spanish is oftentimes, not always, but often, you put the object before its descriptor. So instead of an expensive dress, it would be a dress expensive. Vestido is the word for dress.
Vestido.
And
Caro.
Caro, I think, is expensive. In the near playthrough we're doing, I think barato has come up and it's cheap. Let's find out. Yeah, nice.
Sí, estoy bien.
It does things like this too. So that is just the normal pace it gives you.
Sí, estoy bien.
If that is a little bit difficult, you can try this where it will enunciate each word separately.
Sí, estoy bien.
That is sí.
Sí, estoy
bien.
bien.
And it means, yes, I'm okay, as it says down there. And if you ever feel like you don't quite understand or you feel like maybe it wasn't right or something like that is going on, you can either report it if you think that it's not right or discuss it if you're not sure you understand why it's the answer it is. If the forum loads. There we go. So at this point, I'm not high enough level on this account, but that's okay. I have a different Duolingo that I use daily. So as you see, there's a bunch of people talking about this one. I won't get into this one, but there we go. All right, what's next? No, I don't need a pen.
No. Necesito un bolígrafo.
So one thing about Spanish that, depending on how much you know about it, you might have different pieces of knowledge, but when you're talking about yourself and it's a verb, it's necesito, como, I don't know, other other verbs I can't think of right now, but when it's yourself, it always ends in an O. That's not the same as how like bolígrafo, the pen, ends in an O. That's because it's un bolígrafo. It's masculine. There are masculine and feminine verbs, or not verbs, nouns, not verbs, masculine and feminine nouns, and un bolígrafo, it's male, you need O. So even though I'm a girl, necesito is still correct, because it's I need.
Quiero vivir en un pueblo bonito.
Wow, that went fast.
Quiero vivir en un pueblo bonito.
So quiero vivir is I want to live en un pueblo bonito. Pueblo is town. Bonito is pretty. So I want to live in a pretty town. Nice. This one is a little interesting. What are the universities in France like?
Como
Como
son
son
las
universidades
de
de
Francia.
Francia? So this one I'm familiar with too, although explaining how it works is a little bit tricky for me. But this is, in English we say like, what are they like? Here, como son, it's like how are. So how are the universities of France? Nice. Gloria wants to speak Spanish.
Gloria.
And then quiero, earlier I think quiero came up. Yo quiero. This is a conjugation for like he or she. So Gloria quiere.
Quiere.
Hablar is the verb to speak.
Hablar.
Español is the word for Spanish.
Español.
Nice.
Yo estudio español todos los días.
So a lot of this test, I think, is just vocabulary and grammar and checking to see which concepts you've been introduced to and which ones you haven't learned yet. So, yo estudio is I study. Español, we already know Spanish. Todos los días is like all of the days or every day. Every day. No, es verdad. It's not true though. I don't study every day. Nice. You're clearly not a beginner. Thanks, menacing owl. This watch costs 13 pesos.
Este
Este
reloj
reloj
cuesta 15.
Nope, that's 15.
13 pesos.
Pesos. So este reloj is this watch. Cuesta is the verb for costing. 13 is the word for 13. Pesos is pesos. Nice.
Los señores están ocupados ahora.
Los señores. I guess, yeah, gentleman's probably the best way to do that. Señor isn't necessarily gentleman. Señor can also be like if I was saying, hello, Mr. So-and-so, like Mr. Johnson, I could say, hola, Señor Johnson. So it's more of a, like, Mr. But in English, you wouldn't really say, like, the Misters. Unless you were, like, drawing a comparison between the Misters, the Misses, etc., etc. So, the gentleman. Están is another one of those to be verbs. So, are. Ocupados. That is similar to the English word occupied. So, busy. Ahora is now. Nice. My mom loves me very much. So this one, man, it is reflexive. And that is really tricky for me because it's, in English we just say like, my mom loves me. But in Spanish, it's like, to me, my mom loves. So, me, mama. That much is going to be the same in the same order. My mom, me, mama. And then I think it's going to be me. Because that's to me. And then quiere, in addition to want, can also be a form of love.
Quiere.
And then double checking, Quiere is for like he or she. And if we're talking about my mom, that's a she. So mi mamá me quiere. And then very much is mucho.
Mucho.
So now a good bit of advice if you're doing Duolingo and you're like, I don't know if this is right. Look at the other options and see if you know any of them. Te is like to you. So that would be my mom loves you very much, which this isn't asking, so I know it's not te. Nos is like to us, and it doesn't say anything about us, so I know it's not that one. And then muñecas, I think that's the word for doll. I think it came up in the near stream that we did on Wednesday. But either way, there's nothing in here that would need this word. So, mi mamá me quiere mucho. Yeah! We don't know her age.
Nosotros.
So this is the word for us. Or we. So we.
No.
Know. And this is the verb to know. Saber is the infinitive. That's like to know. And this is to know like a fact. Not like to know a person. They have different verbs for that. Conocer for to know a person, and saber for like facts. They have other uses too, which I need to study more, which is why we're here. But no sabemos. This is the ending for us. Su is her or his.
Edad.
So this I always thought was really kind of interesting, because nosotros no sabemos su edad. If we just like walked up to someone and we said this, unless there was some sort of context to imply who the su is, it could be any number of people. So it's a little bit gender neutral these days, I think, is how you'd think about it without the context, or the context provides more information. 27, 28, 29. So immediately, a good way to look at it is cámara is not time. Minutos is minute. Menos, that means less. Cuarto is like a quarter. So 27, that's 27.
27.
28.
28.
29 is 29.
29.
So the way that counting in Spanish works is past like 15. It's all like 10 and, or 20 and, or 30 and then your first 10 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they just repeat. So 20 is 20, and this is the only time there's a contraction instead of like the literal 20 y and siete. It's 27. So this is 27, 28, 29. Yay! I have to eat less butter. Okay. An interesting statement.
Tengo.
Tengo is I have.
Que.
Tengo que is the same way we say I have to. It's one of the neat things with Spanish, because if you think about it, like when you say in English, I have to do this, you don't have a physical object to do. So it's not something that necessarily gets translated the same way in all languages, but necesito, no, tengo que, I have to, as an obligation, is the same in both languages, which I think is just super cool. Tengo que comer.
Comer.
Comer is to eat. Menos is less.
Menos.
And mantequilla is butter.
Mantequilla.
So this one of the other things about Duolingo is sometimes because it's fill in the blanks for a lot of it, like you have these word banks down here, it can help you sometimes. If I was trying to come up with the sentence myself, I would probably say tengo que comer menos de mantequilla and I don't know if that's correct. No sé si está correcta. Si una persona puede hablar español en el chat, por favor, dices me, ¿es tengo que comer menos de mantequilla correcto o es incorrecto? If anyone speaks Spanish in the chat, please let me know. Is it okay to say like I have to eat less of butter, or is that wrong?
¿A dónde llevas esas bolsas?
So that was pretty fast.
¿A dónde llevas esas bolsas?
So I'm gonna hit this one just to be sure.
¿A dónde llevas esas bolsas?
¿A dónde llevas? Two L's sound like y or j, depending on where you're speaking Spanish. So some Spanish speakers say ¿a dónde llevas? Some say ¿a dónde llevas?
¿A dónde llevas esas bolsas?
And as you can see, it means where are you carrying those bags to? Which I would not have translated that way. So I'm glad they tell me, because I get llevas and llaves confused a lot. Llave is a key, I believe. What are you writing? ¿Qué is what? ¿Estás?
Estás.
That's you are. And escribiendo is how you say writing when you have estás.
Escribiendo.
So this is another cool thing that works in Spanish and English. So you writing, in that, like in English we have it as an ing word, right? Escribiendo is the ing. So what are you writing? It's just really cool. I really
Las
like
camisas
languages.
son baratas, pero él no las necesita.
Wow, it's a long sentence. Before we get to that one though, I just really like languages. I really love learning languages. I love talking to people. I love figuring out how to say things to people. It's like a puzzle. It's really awesome. And I like communicating with people. And that's one of the reasons that I try to use Spanish and English when I'm doing YouTube stuff.
Las camisas son baratas, pero él no las necesita.
Okay, I'll do it slower and I'll fill them in as we go.
Las camisas son baratas, pero él no las necesita.
So this sentence is, the shirts are cheap, but he doesn't need them. And I think this one might be testing stand-in words. Like in English, you don't always say like, I like that shirt, I want to buy that shirt. You'd say like, I like that shirt, I want to buy it. So it is the way we use kind of shorthand to refer to something we've already talked about. In Spanish, las can be that, los can be that, la can be that, and lo can be that, depending on whether it's multiple things or a single thing. So since in this case it's las camisas, there's more than one shirt, it's las.
Tengo muchas carteras y las uso todas.
Carteras. I have, so tengo, muchas would be a lot of. So since they don't have a lot of, I'll just put many, because it's not much. Carteras, from context, I have to guess that's a purse. Yeah, there's nothing else in here that makes sense. So I have many purses, and I use them all. Nice.
Bruno, siéntate cerca de la ventana. Bruno, siéntate cerca de la ventana.
Oh, okay. Bruno, siéntate cerca de la ventana. So, Bruno, sienta. I think might be sit. We'll find out in a moment. He does something, but then there's this te at the end, which is like to you. It's that reflexive again. So you can also say Bruno te sienta, even though I don't know what that means, I think, unless this is wrong. If it's not a verb and it just happens to end in te, then I'm totally wrong. But let's find out. Anyway, it's near the window. Siéntate. Okay. So this is, I get it now. This is a command order test. So the verbs change a little bit, whether you're like talking to someone, like a statement of fact, like, oh, you are sitting by the window, or you sit by the window, and like, you need to sit by the window right now. So Bruno, siéntate cerca de la ventana is like, you're talking to Bruno and you're like, you need to sit by the window right now. I get it. So the te refers to Bruno because we're talking to him, which I didn't get when I was listening.
Disculpe, señor, ¿hay un banco cerca de aquí?
So disculpe is excuse me. Señor in this case could be sir. I is there is or there are, depending on what's over here. So if she had said hay unos bancos, then it would be are there. In this case, it's is there un banco, a bank. Cerca is around or near. De aquí is here. So near here. Nice.
Hace un año escribimos un libro juntos.
Hace un año escribimos un libro juntos. So hace un año is like so kind of difficult to explain. How would I hace is like anyway, I think it's a year ago we wrote a book together. Libro is book, juntos is together. Escribimos is past tense for we wrote. And hace un año, hacer is, I think, to do or to make, but when you put it with un año, it's like since a year, or like has been a year, or it's hard. It's hard. But I think that's probably one of the bigger problems with when you're trying to learn a language, is that every language just has rules that will be really intuitive to people who've studied the language, to people who practice the language, people who grew up with it. It's just normal. There's a ton of things in English that like literally make no sense, but then like the way that we use it, it makes sense because that's what we've always done. It's what people around us have done, but it makes no technical sense. And sometimes when you try to explain those things, you go like, I don't know how to explain this. Duo is a very nice owl. Are you okay? Are you being held hostage? Are you okay? I'm concerned for this lady. Duo
Es
un. I think the word has to be búho. Búho. Muy
simpático.
And the reason is cocinó, cocinarán. Those are both forms of cooking. So it's like conjugations for the verb. Fueron is past tense for like we were. Lavo is past tense for washing. So that leaves búho, although I've never heard the word before. Cool. We already took the tickets for the movie theater. So
Yeah.
In Spanish, a way to say already is to start your sentence like ya. Ya is like I already have, or you already have, whatever. Whoever has already. Ya Cine, so that's the movie theater. Yeah. Took.
Cogimos.
That doesn't seem right to me, but it has the mos ending, the emos ending, which is the past tense for we. So it's the only one that fits that, unless I'm missing some conjugation. Los
boletos
boletos
para
el
cine.
cine. And the rest, iso is the past tense of making or having. There's no like we made the tickets, there's no we had the tickets, and it's not the right past tense. Escribí is the past tense for I write. Escribiste is the past tense for like I wrote to you, I think. And conoció is the past tense for meeting someone. So I think it's cogimos. Nice. Nice, nice. We didn't come last night, but we came today. No. Vinieron. Vinimos. Yeah, vinimos. Vinieron is like they didn't come. Last night is anoche.
Anoche.
Pero
Vinimos.
vinimos
Hoy.
And another good clue is vinimos appears twice. We came, we came. They're both the same past tense, and there's nothing else where these ones don't have the same endings, or they're not duplicated. So I think it's this one. Nice! Yay! I like her dance. Yeah, let's dance.
Ella queda con sus amigas cada sábado.
She probably looking at these words, it's parties. Keda, she does something with her friends every Saturday. So she... Oh, it might be get together. That actually makes more sense, I think. Gets together with her friends every Saturday. And now let's just double check. She parties with her friends every Saturday. Could be right. I don't know what kedar is. Kedar is probably the verb. It sounds familiar. I think I've learned it once upon a time. She doesn't sugar with her friends. She doesn't clock with her friends. She might visit with her friends, but the sentence conjugation is different. If I put that in, it would be like she visit with her friends instead of she visits. So it's either gets together or parties. Let's see. Nice. That means we got it all correct. All right. Let's see where it thinks that we are in our Spanish learning journey. Canto Español. 59 skills. That's a lot. %27% of the Spanish course. All right. Wow. Nice. There's a lot of stories. Okay. No, I don't think so. No thanks. Okay. So let's see what it thinks we know really well. So all these things that are fives are things it thinks we've learned really well, we know really well. The ones that are kind of cracked like this, there's like a little bit of touching up that needs to be done so that we remember better, but we basically have it mastered. And then when you come down here, I don't know if it gave me any. It seems to be all or nothing. Oh no, it did. Okay, so there's some that are like level 2. So like this, I've learned like partway through, but it thinks I should practice some more. And then down here, oh wait, no. That one, it looks like there are only 2. If it's gold, it's done. Down here, though, is what I was talking about, where it thinks I've learned some of it, but not everything. Like, this is 4 out of 5, this is 3 out of 5. And it thinks my next one is memories. But the cool thing about Duolingo is it gives you a couple of different choices. So memories, farm, or the weekend. And then if you go down here, you can see there's some more stuff here, like past tense 1. And then later on, there's past tense 2. And then 3 and 4. And the goal, ideally, is to get through all of these. And there's a lot for Spanish. I don't think there's this many in Japanese. Aw, why are animals way down here? I want to learn about animals. So yeah. Maybe for today, I'll go do some stories. I did this one before in a test video that I never released because I did horribly. I was very embarrassed. Very confidently was wrong. Let's do this one, the vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian.
El vegetariano.
El vegetariano. I am una vegetariana. I can only eat leaves because I'm a giraffe. Don't know the word for leaves. Solo puedo comer vegetales que son en el sobre los árboles porque soy jirafa. I don't know the word, so instead I said the vegetables that grow on top of trees.
Vikram lee el menú en un restaurante muy bonito.
Vikram reads the menu in a very pretty restaurant. And actually, I like that about Duolingo. It highlights the whole phrase because it's not in the same order that it would be in English.
Buenos días.
Good day. Hello.
Tengo una pregunta.
I have a question.
Soy vegetariano.
I am vegetarian.
¿Tienen comida vegetariana?
Do you have vegetarian food? That is right.
Sí, tenemos unos sándwiches de carne muy buenos.
Oh. I don't think that'll help them very much. We have sandwiches, very good meat sandwiches.
Sándwiches de carne. Soy vegetariano.
Meat sandwiches. I'm a vegetarian.
Ah, sí, lo siento.
That's him saying sorry. Lo siento is like, I'm sorry.
Tenemos un pollo delicioso.
That's not gonna help either. We have delicious chicken. According to the waiter, their chicken is delicious. And also vegetarian, apparently.
El pollo es carne.
The chicken is meat.
Y yo no como carne.
Y yo no como carne.
Tenemos ensaladas.
That's good. Salads, ensalada, salad.
Ah, me gustan las ensaladas.
I like salads too. Me gustan is I like las ensaladas. Gustar is like literally, I think it is to please. It's a reflexive. So he said me gustan instead of like yo gusto. Gustan, an, that's for plural. So because it's las ensaladas, he uses gustan. If it was like, I like a salad, or I would like a salad, that gets into a different verb conjugation. But me gusta la ensalada because it's a salad. He likes salads.
Hay una ensalada de tomate, queso, salmón.
The waiter's having some problems here, I think. There's a salad of tomato, cheese, and salmon.
Yo no como salmón. Soy vegetariano.
I don't eat salmon. I am vegetarian. I wonder if this is an elaborate April Fool's joke. Although, I think when this video goes up, it'll be the 3rd, maybe? Yeah, the 3rd.
Tenemos patatas fritas.
Patatas fritas. That is fried potatoes, which I think is French fries. Yeah.
Está bien. Patatas fritas.
French fries. But I wonder if Vikram's going to ask about the oil it's fried in. Fun fact, a lot of fries are fried either in vegetable oil, which is totally fine, or sometimes they will fry them in beef fat. It depends on the restaurant. There's a restaurant near me that I've been told has delicious fries, and people have tried to bring me there a lot of times because it has really good fries, but they use the beef lard for frying things, so I can't eat it. The sad life of a vegetarian. This story is actually depressingly accurate and fun little story I'm going to share. I have a friend who's exceptionally well-meaning. She's great. I love her. She's my best friend, and she knows I'm a vegetarian, and she always tries to be really thoughtful and inclusive with me when we go to eat at restaurants. But her choices are interesting because I think she doesn't really think about vegetarianness and being a vegetarian. So there was one time where I went to visit her, and she lives a few hours away, and we went to eat at a restaurant when I got to her, which took like hours of traveling. I was tired, and her idea of what I could eat was going into a place that sells burgers and asking them to make me like just vegetables on a bun, which it tasted great, don't get me wrong, it tasted great, but she very confidently went in and was like, this is totally a thing you can do, and I was like, oh, maybe they have it like on their menu specifically. Like, no, it was a custom order. How would I say that, all of that story in Spanish? She's a great friend though. I love her. Tengo una amiga. Ella no se puede que está una vegetariana. Ella quiere ayudarme tanto, demasiado, tanto, pero no sabe que es vegetariano muy bueno. Uno tiempo, cuando voy a visitarla, ella dice que podemos ir al restaurante y yo quería comer. Solo puedo comer vegetales o cosas que no son carne. Pues cuando iremos al restaurante, ella dice a mí, oh, puedes pide para una hamburguesa sin carne, solo vegetales. Y yo creí que, oh, bueno, es una cosa que el restaurante tiene para los vegetarianos. No fue un tema en el menú, fue una idea que ella tiene. Pero ella es una amiga muy tanto simpática y Se quiere, se me quiere mucho. Anyway, let's continue on.
Patatas fritas. Perfecto. ¿Y una hamburguesa?
Sí, es verdad. This is how it goes.
No como carne.
And then at the end, it has you do summaries for the words to see like comparisons. So carne, meat, bonito, nice. Tango, I have, salads, enchiladas, and queso, cheese. Bam bam. Ta-da! That was a fun story, and it also let me tell a story of my own. Let's see what else we could do. I'm a little bit afraid of this one. You are not Mary.
Tú no eres María.
Okay.
Junior vuelve a casa después de la escuela.
Junior went home after school.
Hay una mujer en la sala.
There was a woman in the living room? Yeah, living room. And then, summary question. He comes back home after school and sees a woman in his living room. Yeah, that is true.
Ah, tú no eres María.
No, soy Penélope. Salgo con tu papá.
Penélope, salgo con tu papá. ¿Eh? I hope the dad warned him.
Soy Junior.
Wow, he got over that really fast. But who's Maria?
Hola, Junior. Tu papá está en el baño.
Okay, that's kind of weird. Hello, Junior, your dad is in the bathroom. But did he not know that Penelope existed before today? I have questions.
¿Y María está aquí a menudo?
Is Maria here often?
Sí, todos los días.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see where the story is going. He said yes every day. Maria's here every day. My guess for this story, I think Maria is like, I don't know, a dog or something. Pienso que Maria es un perro.
¿Todos los días?
Every day?
Papá y María hablan todas las mañanas.
I guess not. Maybe she's a maid. I don't know how to say maid. María es una persona quien limpiar la casa. Dad and Maria speak every morning.
¿Ella está aquí en la mañana?
She's here in the morning?
Quiero saber más de María.
I want to know more about Maria. Option meaning to know. Saber. That's interesting. Oh, I see. It puts it in Spanish. Okay. As click on. On? Would it be on? Is on a Spanish word? Wouldn't it be en? It wouldn't option be opción? Meaning. What is going on here? As click is click, but all of these are still English. Saber. To saber. What is going on with their translations?
Bueno, me gusta María, pero ella habla demasiado, pero mi papá la quiere mucho.
Junior saying problems here. I like Maria, but she speaks too much. But my dad likes her or loves her a lot.
¿La quiere?
La quiere. He loves her? Shocked and fed up. I'm not getting fed up from this. I'm getting, like, confused and concerned.
Tu papá no puede tener dos novias.
Oh, sorry about that. I apparently have an email open somewhere. Multiple places from the sounds of it. La quiere? He loves her? Tu papá no puede tener dos novias. Your dad can't have two girlfriends. This is the part where we find out she's not a girlfriend.
Penélope se va. Eddie sale del baño.
Eh? Wait. Penelope just leaves? Junior doesn't go like, oh, it's not a girlfriend. Eddie sale del baño as he leaves the bathrooms. She thinks Eddie has two girlfriends. Yeah, she does.
¿Dónde está Penélope?
No
Where is
está
Penelope?
contenta con María.
She does not like Maria. Junior, how old are you that you don't understand what's going on? You don't offer some sort of explanation.
¡Ay, no!
I know.
¡No! ¡Penélope! ¡María es nuestro pájaro!
And he knows immediately what the problem was? I have questions about these stories. No, Penelope Maria is our bird.
Adiós, Penélope.
Who's Maria? Junior and Eddie's bird. And that's the end of the story, I guess. She leaves. Se va. Hi, there is. Vuelve. Coming back. Contenta. Happy. Todos los días. Every day. Ba-boom. Nice. Pobre Maria. Pobre Eddie. Poor Maria. Poor Eddie. Let's see. Maybe we'll do one more. This one looks cool. You can talk.
¿Puedes hablar? Sara regresa a casa del trabajo.
Sarah returns home after work.
Ella descansa en su sofá y su perro, Tito, duerme en el piso.
She lies down, rests on her sofa, and her dog Tito sleeps on the floor.
Sara está cansada de escuchar problemas de clientes todo el día.
Sarah is tired of listening to her clients' problems all day.
Sara, tenemos que hablar.
Oh. And her dog Tito says, Sarah, we have to talk.
¿Qué?
Sara no puede creer.
Sarah no puede creer, she can't believe, que su perro puede hablar, that her dog can speak. I don't know what's so surprising to her. I mean, I'm a giraffe and I can speak.
Que su perro puede hablar.
I think we all know tons of animals that can talk.
Necesitamos cambiar algunas cosas por aquí.
We need to change some things around here.
¿Puedes hablar?
You can speak?
Estoy cansado de la comida para perros.
I'm tired of dog food.
Quiero bistec todos los días.
Oh, I bet you do. Beefsteak is steak. I want steak every day. You're a good boy, you deserve it.
No entiendo.
Her response is, I don't understand.
Y quiero dormir en tu cama.
¿No puedes? ¿Por qué? Sarah, anti-simpático. He said, I want to sleep in your bed. And I said, Sarah, like, he can't already? Sarah is mean. The only correct way to have a dog is to let it sleep in
Tú
your bed.
puedes dormir en mi almohada.
No. You can sleep on my pillow. Why don't you both sleep in the bed? What's the point of having a dog and a bed if your dog cannot be in the bed?
No.
Entonces, ¿prefieres dormir afuera?
Afuera is outside. That was good voice acting. I appreciate it, Tito.
¿Qué?
Sara se despierta preocupada, pero Tito está durmiendo en el piso.
Sarah wakes up worried, but Tito is sleeping on the floor. So she was dreaming.
Ella se ríe.
She laughs.
Parece que mi trabajo me está dando sueños extraños.
It seems that my work is giving me strange dreams. She realized she was having a crazy dream. I don't know, maybe it was real. Tito could have some things to change here. Sounds like there are some real concerns. To sleep, dormir, tired, cansada, strange, extraños, bistec, steak, cambiar, to change. Alright, nice. So, I think, let's see if I can switch this over. Okay, there we go. Alright, so thank you very much for coming. Let me know what you think about this kind of video. I know it's a little bit strange and maybe not the most engaging, so I want to get people's responses to this. If you think this is something that's interesting, let me know. I'll keep doing it. If it's not interesting, then I will stop. Por favor, dices-me si este tipo de video es interesante o no es interesante. Yo sé que un video de aprendiendo español no está el más divertido en el mundo, pero si quieres ver más, dísesme por favor. Si no quieres más, también me díseslo. Let me know either way. Alright, so after this one there is going to be one more Duolingo video tomorrow. It will be English to Japanese. And then after that I will reevaluate and see what people say. Right. Thank you for watching. Gracias a verlo. Bye bye!